My goal in life is to retire as the owner that won the most Super Bowls. That's my goal. To be retired in the NFL as the owner that won the most Super Bowls. We've got 3. How many more do I have to go as a single owner? Bob's got how many? 6? So I've got
work to do.
Got work to do. I got work to do, but at least I'm up to the second rung in the ladder. But my goal is to have retired and won the most Super Bowl as an owner.
That says so much about where the Cowboys currently are. And it's funny, when he realized how many more he needs, he's doing this like, shit, I've written a check now that there will be insufficient funds. He's 83. He's not going to. There are a few things of which I am confident. The Cowboys are not going to win 4 Super Bowls with the Patriots winning no additional Super Bowls in the remaining time that Jerry Jones has left to be the owner and general manager of the Cowboys. I would write a bigger check than the check that Jerry would write to guarantee another Super Bowl, that they ain't winning 4 more in Jerry's lifetime.
No, I would agree with that for sure, right? And, you know, it's got to eat at Jerry Jones. We know he's a competitor. He's built some good football teams there in Dallas. They've dropped the ball.
I think he's a huckster. I think he's full of crap. I think him saying that with a straight face is evidence he's full of crap, and it's all about getting people to renew their season tickets and believe in the Cowboys. I don't think he believes it.
Well, I don't know if he believes it, but I do think he wants other Super Bowls. That's for sure. To win 4 more, yeah, that'd be hard for me to think he's going to believe in that. But I do think it eats at him. It does. And the whole Jimmy Johnson thing eats at him. And the whole Robert Kraft thing eats at him. I guarantee it does. Robert Kraft and him are considered the 2, most powerful owners, most influential owners. And Robert Kraft has passed him by, said bye-bye, then got on a private jet and passed him by again. I mean, so it's not even close what the Patriots have done compared to the Cowboys over the last 30 years. I mean, the Patriots are the new Cowboys. They are. That's just the other way to say it. The Cowboys of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, yeah, they're called the New England Patriots now. The Cowboys are an NFL meme for the most part now. So not really comparable. And, yeah, I'm with you there in that they're not going to win 4 Super Bowls.
The biggest takeaway from the entire exercise was it underscores that if Jerry Jones is in the Hall of Fame, Robert Kraft should be in the Hall of Fame. Oh, by the way, and the vote is coming soon. Jones also was asked this question about the fact that they fired Matt Eberflus as defensive coordinator. Will Brian Schottenheimer, the head coach of the team, get to hire the next guy? Here's what he said.
Shotty had everything to do with hiring Matt Eberflus last time, and that's not done as a negative. It had no way in the world he's here if Shotty didn't want him here. Okay, let me be real clear about that, and he can tell you in his own words there. No way in the world if Steven didn't want him here. But I particularly had a party when we got him to have him come in. And if you want to criticize me for anything, it is that maybe I should make a lot of uninformed calls or contribution to the decision calls. But I've done it with consistency since the day I walked through the door here. We'll do it the same way as we hired Flus. We'll do it together and come up with as good as we can.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Whoever set up that he's banging the shit out of the table yesterday. You're constantly hearing that he's doing this all day long. Anyway, we didn't include the Venezuela line. I thought the whole reason we had that in there was to include the Venezuela line, but I digress. Hey, we know Jerry's in charge of everything. He's in charge of everything. I've got people suggesting the Cowboys are one of the teams that's calling about Harbaugh and that Jerry would have the audacity to demote Brian Schottenheimer to offensive coordinator. Jerry's going to do whatever he wants to do.
Right. I mean, listen, we talked about that, right? I said I could understand them maybe calling a John Harbaugh, even though I'm a fan of Brian Schottenheimer. But yeah, that's the problem, though. That's the problem. They were winning Super Bowls when Jimmy Johnson was running the team. A guy that's indoctrinated in football forever. This is just rich guy that decided I like football and I want to show everybody I know it now. That's all it is here. And yes, he's got an eye for talent, certainly. But again, to make the comparison, all right, with Robert Kraft and the Kraft family, they let the football people run football, right? And then the Krafts run whatever other business they want, and they keep their eyes on it, and they're always informed, and they know what's going on, and they make a decision when they have to with an informed decision. It's not the way it goes down in Dallas, and they're the only organization that functions like that, and that's why I don't think that's the best way to do business in football. Sorry.
I still don't think he's as tormented as you would suggest. It would be sad to think he has amassed billions of dollars and he's allowing himself in his golden years to constantly be bothered by the fact that he can't even get to an NFC championship game. I just think it's all part of the grift, and he's laughing his way to the bank. That dawned on me a couple of years ago, and I'm sticking with that.
Rich people, they want things that the money can't buy. That's one thing I've learned, and then championships they can't. And I just keep going back to that Netflix Cowboy special. That was awesome. But when Jerry Jones had to talk to the psychologist and he said, talk about 10 people that you want to forgive and get over. I mean, and he talks the funny story, which is amazing. He goes, I still can't get over person number one, which was Jimmy Johnson. So I haven't been able to get anywhere else after that. I think it does eat at him in a big way. I think he's a competitor and he wants to die with the most toys. And he ain't going to do that right now as it looks, right?
Refer to that person in a 4-syllable word that starts with mother. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.